Dawn breaks way too early for me, but it's a new day and the air is crisp. The little town of Hogsback is slowly coming to life, and with every new breath comes hope that today is the day we find the Amatola toad. Except, what a surprise I got when I woke up this morning with a severe pain in my leg. It must have been one of the 22 slips and falls I had on that mountain yesterday. But broken or bruised, today I'm going to meet the toad. I'm not the only newbie to the Amatola toad. Christine is the new field officer that has been tasked with the job of doing extensive surveys on everything related to this toad.
I hope I don't find any scorpions or Cape cobras or centipedes. Could be unpleasant.
Hopefully there'll be none of that, but still, rather you than me, Christine. Keep up the good work though.
She will be able to survey a lot more frequently and we'll start to get a better idea of distribution and breeding patterns and all of that.
So we found something that's not quite what we're looking for. This is a common river frog, and you can tell because of the long legs, the webbed feet, the markings under the eyes, and this line down the back. What I'm going to try and do is kiss it and see if it'll turn into a prince. All jokes aside, I'm really starting to get worried that perhaps we won't find the Amatola toad after all.
If it turns out that there really is one male here, one female there, then we might have to ramp up investigations. The fact that we don't see a toad doesn't mean it's not there.
I sure hope Jean is right, but so far, nothing. Off to the last site now. This is the area where a female and a string of eggs were found 2 years ago. This is our last hope, so I'm really crossing fingers.
You're just a mouse. We've got a toad! Okay.
But is it the Amatola toad?
Is it small? Oh my word, it's Amatola toad!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're brilliant.
Oh wow!
There.
Oh wow!
Look at that, cute.
Oh, is that it?
That is it. Under a log.
Well done! High five!
That is high five.
Toad.
That's so cool.
Hello!
Brilliant.
Oh.
It's critically endangered, don't drop it. Excellent.
Oh,
My goodness.
well
So
done. Amazing.
Under a log.
Under a log,
Oh, it
yeah.
makes
Like
it
in a
all
little
worth it.
party.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so we can see he's releasing some moisture there in defense. This looks like a male, he's very small. Colouring is pretty uniform.
Hey, endangered species, please be careful.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Well, I have to say I wasn't feeling it hopeful at all.
Haven't
But
seen
that's
one since last year.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a toad.
a small toad.
Makes it
This is a small toad.
worth it.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's not extinct.
It's not extinct. He's just hanging out waiting for some rain. So if we can get a GPS locality on the log.
Oh man.
It's very hot, windy and dry today, so just putting some moisture in there so it doesn't dry out.
Okay, so what's happening now is that we're measuring the toad and we're collecting a whole lot of other data so that we can be able to contribute to the research that's being done to aid in conservation of the species. It's exciting. So how can you tell that this is the Amatola toad? Because when we saw it, you immediately could tell.
First off, its size. It's a very small toad, and this is a fully grown male. Other toads get a lot more sizable. Second off, the uniform dorsal colouring. So he doesn't really have many patterns, he's all just the same colour. Also this very pale underside, and then we know he's definitely a toad because of his very bumpy skin.
Yeah.
And these very large glands, which are called parotid glands behind the eyes.
Time to put the toad back under its log. And it seems Christine is the girl for the job. Would you believe that minutes later, she found another one? Not one, but 2 Amatola toads. That's a 100% increase from last year's find, and it is a record.
Okay.
So what is the next step for our researchers?
Once we have a better handle on where the toad actually is and where its sites are, we can then put in place conservation measures through working with the landowners, for example the farmers and the forestry companies, to try and protect those sites.
The trick is to keep the ecological balance. So it's of paramount importance that landowners, local people and industry around here buy into the conservation plan, because to ensure the species' survival, we need to keep the habitat healthy.
It's a representative of this amazing grassland biome in this area, and the fact that it's one of the few critically endangered species in this country means we have an obligation to protect it. We can't let a species go extinct on our watch.
If we start protecting amphibians, which sit right in the middle of our food chain and serve as an early warning system, we so ensure our own survival at the end. Just as their survival greatly depends on the state of their habitat, in the long run, so too does ours.